Hello everyone and welcome back to Super Mario Odyssey. In the last episode we came here to the Luncheon Kingdom, where high up on a volcano there is a bird which has taken over the stupendous stew, and that's kind of our challenge for this episode, is get up there and fight him. But we have some annoying shit to do before then, so I am going to... I've been killed! Oh, I'm fine. I have been killed. I was not wrong. So, I want to start by taking a hammer bro here. Well, frying pan bro, whatever. Ow, God, right in the mouth. These guys are way more accurate when I'm not driving them, it feels. But what we want to do is get over here, because beyond where we were last level is this secret cheese rock here. And underneath this is something interesting. This is a golden turnip. And we have to bring this now all the way back to town. And this is, quite frankly, a real bastard. There is a relatively clear route, and it's not actually that clear, to be honest. It looks kind of janky at parts of it. But one of the annoying things with it is we have to get it up there where those cheese rocks are. And we can't do that without having taken care of some stuff with a hammer bro first. Keep the turnip in your sights. Hit it with our frying pan, and I killed it. Right, let's try and smash some of this first then. We just need to make a way up. Cool, that's all done. Yeah, what I was going to say is keep the turnip in your sights at all time, otherwise it'll despawn. But also, if you hit it with a frying pan, that's also a guaranteed way to basically get it to despawn. I'm just going to try and take this hammer bro all the way back. It just makes things... I don't even need a hammer bro. What am I doing with the hammer bro? I was like, I'm going to take it back, but obviously I really hope these cheese rocks haven't respawned. So, hey, let's have another crack at that. I'm actually not kidding when I say this may be one of the harder moons in this kingdom. Fortunately, yeah, that's the trick. A trick is break those away first. I spent a long time trying to make that jump when I first played this game. You can do it, but it's far easier to just hop up here onto these handily carved stairs, and then you're over and you're on the roof. Much easier than trying to make that stupid jump. I actually made that in 2, which is pretty bloody good, I must say. That is not an easy thing to do. And that gets us, as golden turnips in the stew always do, gets us a moon entitled Golden Turnip Recipe number 3. We've missed number 2, and we actually can't even do number 2 right now, which is makes the naming system very odd. Anyway, let's head back to where we just were. And from here, we want to head a little higher to see what I'm aiming for here. Oh, there we go. So down there, you'll see there is a glowing patch on the right-hand side of the mountain. This is, again, when I say that last one is probably the hardest one in the kingdom, I mean in terms of execution. But there's quite a lot of ones that are difficult in this, just because why would you think to look there is a whole thing. Surrounded by tall mountains, it's like you would have to see that off in the distance and be like, yes, that's a glowing spot, and that's worth getting to. Obviously, it is glowing, so that is something, but it's like, it's not exactly an area you would choose to naturally look. Either way, we can get on with our main business for the day, which is basically just climbing up to the top of this mountain. It's pretty straightforward. There's a bone in here, which will take us a little higher towards the top and get us to one of the more bizarre captures in the game. This is the meat plateau, and this capture is meat. All it can do is twitch. We can break ourselves out of the salt shell we're in, and then even the meat grows a mustache. And then we just go whoop, whoop. And that's it for the meat capture. That is literally it. The meat capture is the only one in the game that you can never go back and recapture. A lot of the other ones I've referred to as one-time captures. I call them that because there's only one place where they appear, but if you go back there, they'll still be there. You'll notice the meat is missing its knob. You can't capture it again. You'll never see it again, because it's fucking weird. But there we go. That's the bizarre one-time capture that is meat. The stew here that we're in the pot is obviously also lava, but we've made our way up to the multi-moon. And here we are now on to climb up the Cascading Magma. The level has changed its structure significantly with the eruption of Mount Volcano, so we'll find we're actually all the way back. Yeah, we blasted all the way back here. That is one angry volcano. And the volcano is still erupting. So here we are back at the Odyssey. But you'll notice, for example, a pathway is open there now because parts of this kind of old town have been destroyed somewhat now. Oh no, with that kind of heat, our stupendous stew will be ruined. We've got to stop that crazy boil, but no way anyone can get up there. Our stew is doomed. Not at all. But yes, to get up there, we can no longer remotely do what we did last time. And in fact, that whole way up the right-hand side is now just erupting and boiling and impassable. But we have a very different route up to the left, which is one of the quite cool things I do like about this kingdom, is just that there's a lot of quite... it just changes quite a lot. That just if you follow the story moves, there's just a lot of different variants to it. In here, there's actually 5. Was that 5 or was that 4? Hopefully it was 5, or my notes are problematic. But what we need to do now is just climb our way up Mount Volcano again from a slightly different pathway. From here, the cave, what do you say? The cave is there. There is the only way to our peak, so that's that cave over there. But to get there, we can head into retro area. This, by the way, is what fire bubbles, lava bubbles even look like normally, and this is what Hammer Brothers look like normally. It can be a bit annoying to fight because they've got a lot of stuff to dodge, and then we need to wait till they hop up, and the only way we can fight them is by hitting them up the arse from underneath. There we go. Grab yourself a couple of things there. What they call purplums. They're not called purplums, they're called purple coins, but purplums sounds funnier. And we can roll this corn over. These things rolling on magma are a classic Nintendo thing as well, except it's not magma, of course, it's kind of lava-y stew stuff. I don't know what the pink stuff's even supposed to be. Like, it's obviously the stuff in the bowl at the top is supposed to be stew, and that's obvious, but the pink stuff, a little less clear. Anyway, let's head into the cave. Oh, let's head into the volcano cave here. So here we want to once again take control of a bubble, and there are some purplums to gather up here. There's 3 there. And there's also 3 on the right-hand side there. Oh, no! That's what happens if you hit those, you turn back into a human and roasted. Broiled, I suppose, is perhaps more accurate. Now, once we're here at these magma pillars, we can actually turn around for a cheeky little bonus moon, which is to wait for the pillars to be at the right height, that we can... Oh, no. Let's hop onto this one. Are you going to go up at all? Yes, you are. Wonderful. Oop, there we go. We want to get to this little... Oh, there we go. That'll get us to this little bonus moon here. Alcove behind the pillars of magma. This is why I've talked before about Cookatiel, the bird that basically will tell you the name of a moon. That works... Oh, by the way, time again for my favourite word. Like this sconce here. And this is the way we go. Yeah, it's one of the ways in which the Cookatiel system works is that he'll give you the name of a moon, and most of them are quite descriptive. If he gives you the name of, like, oh, here's a moon for you, turn around into the alcove behind the fiery pillars of lava, you know when you're halfway up the vault, like, which that's a bit of a piss take, but only a little bit. They are very descriptive names a lot of the time. And this gives us Cookatiel Showdown, the final story moon of the Luncheon Kingdom. That thing, the bird that we've been dealing with, is called Cookatiel, which is quite frankly a fantastic name. So let's head outside. And time for another capture that's relatively easy to miss. Much like the poison piranha plant in the Wooded Kingdom, this is a fire piranha plant. If you hit them with a rock, then and only then can you properly possess them. And these ones shoot fire. The fire will just travel in a straight line, so like both of these sconces. I'm deeply enjoying the amount of opportunity I'm getting to use the word sconce. Love it. Then we can get ourselves a moon there. Light the far-off lanterns. Wonderful. Now we just need to do some slightly difficult platforming. Just because it's... Ah, over lava. We have... What's our goal? Our goal is that checkpoint over there. And this can be a little tricksy. You've got this bit rotating here. By the way, the fire piranha plant you also kill in the same way as poison ones. Why is that one glowing? Well, let's break it, I suppose. Nope, nothing important. Right, this one should be free. There we go. Captain Toad, by the way, over there, but we can't get to him for now. There's no bubbles around here. Let's get that checkpoint, and then Careful on those flipping platforms above. I'll deal with that. Oh, just a second. Oh, stupid. Actually, I can turn this into a good thing by hopping over here and getting... Really thought this had a heart container in it. Balls. I mean, it's got a lot of cash, which is pretty cool. A lot of cash. Well, I guess we'll go to start of the peak climb again. So he said to be careful of those flipping platforms, and indeed there are some annoying flipping platforms a little further up. Let's head to the left over here for now, where there are some more purplums for us. 63, pretty good. I always like it when we're over halfway, but genuinely I always feel like I literally... Yeah, I think I literally always say this every kingdom, but I feel like we're rattling through this kingdom. And I think what it kind of comes down to is each kingdom doesn't take as long as I think of it taking in this game, but also there's just a lot of kingdoms in this game generally, which is quite cool, don't get me wrong. Like, I like the fact that, say, compared to something like Sunshine, you've got more worlds which you don't spend as much time in. You kind of get a few moons in them and then move on. I think that's a cool way of actually like breaking up the game a little bit more. So like for every, I think I'm expecting to spend as long on a kingdom as you'd spend, you know, getting all the shines in a given level in Mario Sunshine. But obviously there's only 7 of them in the whole thing, whereas we've got through at least 7 kingdoms already. Oh, ballsack! Oh, where am I? What? Die. Right, let's get back up there. Right, let's try that again. So we're gonna go 1, 2. And 3. There we go, now we're over. These ones here, the easiest way of getting these is actually to wait in a lava bubble and then hop over. Oh, what the? That was unlikely. Right. Okay, so what I said there about the easiest way... Well, I was going to say what I said was bollocks. What I said wasn't bollocks. The easiest way to do it is with a lava bubble. But unfortunately that is no longer on the cards for me. So let's go over here. Whoa, I got rinsed there, like bouncing up against that thing. Because I bounced off floor, ceiling, floor, and floor and ceiling were both made of lava. Right, again. Good lord, this is punishing. Let's try again without even going on to the side one, because that seems like meaningless nonsense. Let's wait until this one's the right way around and then just hop onto this. There you go. Look at that. That was much easier. Why didn't I do that the first time? Because I'm an idiot, turns out. With that, we can basically head right up to the top. I don't think there's anything else particularly of interest other than, oh, there's a checkpoint, which is top of the peak climb, which tells us that we're bloody close. Let's grab ourselves a bubble and head up here. We've not actually used one of these before, but a cannon. Hop into it, and it will tell us where we're going to go, and press A. Bam! So, welcome to the Cookatiel boss fight. It's relatively straightforward. Just dodge him for now, he'll just spit shit at you. As you can see, I'm hitting stuff to get coins and also just to clear it out of my way. Because it's easier to move around when there's not, you know, chunks of stew in it. This is what we're waiting for. He starts gozzing outwards like that. What you want to do is climb his gauze, sprinting helps here, while dodging the crap he throws, and then jump on his head. Tremendous! And then, because it's a Nintendo game, we rinse and repeat. As you can see, a couple of these will also contain hearts, which is no bad thing. His attacks get a little bit more furious that there's now vegetables raining down on us, and he will still continue to attempt to gauze. And just, yeah, do keep an eye on life. I think, yeah, they only tend to reveal hearts once. Oh, here we go. He's gauzing again. So now this time it's a wibbly path, but he can still just go in a straight line down it anyway. Oop, and there's 2 hits. I'll be honest, I don't think I've technically mentioned this before, but most/all of the bosses in this game are relatively straightforward. This is not a bad thing. They're all still like decent gameplay, but they are quite easy and they don't really mix it up a huge deal. But quite frankly, this would just be, if you failed, it would just be like, oh, just do the same thing again from the beginning. I don't think making this any harder would inherently make it any more fun. So I am glad with the level of difficulty, quite frankly, that they settled on for me, because they committed and they went for it. Now here it actually gets quite challenging, because here it's now firing gauze in like little bursts, and I'm bad at this. There we go. Got to real channel that depth perception, and that's not going well for me. There we go, we're slowly making it forwards. Just take your time. He will continue gauzing for as long as you need to. He won't stop, certainly. Oop, and there we go, should be it. There we go, there's your third hit. So with that, we're actually free to head off, but we've got a lot of stuff to do. We'll be finishing up this episode here and spending a large chunk of next episode also here in the Luncheon Kingdom. These cheese rocks are our goal for now, right next to the Odyssey, so let's head off over to the path to the Mute Plateau and grab ourselves a hammer bro, bring him back over here. And with... oh god, no, you got hit by that fire bro. Yeah, by the way, yeah, there are fire bros kicking around as well now, that's a whole thing. When we crack all of these, we reveal a glowing spot here, which contains... our treasure beneath the cheese rocks. Oh my goodness. Oh, I need a drink. With that done, we can head, and I'm one with a nice hearty drink taken to refresh my throat. We can head north and get to use my favourite word again. If we capture this fire bro here, oh, or not. Over here, we have two unlit sconces. Oh, I've sconced myself to death. Oh god, I killed him. That's surprisingly easy to do. If you accidentally hit their fireball back into them with Cappy, they will just die, which is problematic. Right, with him correctly captured, we can light this pair of sconces here, which gets ourselves another power moon. Wonderful. There we go. Right, now time to do a fair bit of exploring. We need to capture a a lava bubble, and there's a nice one here. So we want to head this way, and there is a little gap in this wall here, which lets us out into a bit of a larger area out to the left. So here we want to start by heading south, and we have various blocks here, one of which will surely be a millionaire. Absolutely not, though there's a heart, which is not to be sniffed at. But there are some invisible blocks above us here, an invisible block above us here, I suppose, which we can climb, oh, it's a second one, and get a couple of surprisingly difficult to reach, nice, purple coins. With that, we want to grab ourselves another bubble and follow this wall along as far as we can get, and you can see there's a couple of them over here, which brings us up to 72 total, which is pretty good. Right, from here, you'll see these have only appeared post-World Peace. There's a couple of Volbonans stuck into the wall here, so we can... oh, I feel like I shouldn't have quite hit that, but there we go. Flick them up here, and onto this scarecrow. This is a fairly straightforward timer challenge, because all it really tests is wall jumping, which really you should have mastered by now, let's be honest. And unlike a lot of them, the timing is actually pretty generous on it. And also, holy shit, I think this is one of the very few times you actually see it that much. The balloon, like the sails on the Odyssey are massive. Way bigger than they seem in like a lot of the scenes with them. Anyway, let's head back over to town. And we're going to head into the shop. And I will continue as ever my tradition, whether I've mentioned this or not, it is something I seem to do, of basically one in the worlds which have two outfits, one outfit for pre-World Peace and one outfit for post-World Peace. Now we've achieved World Peace, we get the painter outfit. We could have got it anyway, but it just would have cost 45 purple, so there we go. Right, let's head back down to where we fought Spewart. Now from here, I did use this earlier sneakily off camera to get our hammer bro back. The way we connect back is actually by moving over these rooftops. And what we want to do is head in here and grab ourselves a cheeky little moon. Very nice. Can I easily get back up? Probably not. Let's grab this bubble. That's probably our best way of doing it. Because there is a little way up that wasn't up before. We just got to get around this corn on the cob. I could have actually probably walked back to the checkpoint. It would have been almost quicker at this point. But there we go. I've just abandoned that thing mid-flight. Idiot! Stupid! Actually, that's not terrible. I can probably still kind of get up from here. Not ideal, but there we go. Right. So, with that, let's actually head back onto that properly. I'm an idiot. Right, let's follow this along properly. I'm having a bad one. So we've got a couple of purple coins here, and you can actually see our goal is over there. So let's ignore the Goomba Stacko and grab that Vol Bone in here. And I think, we will make this our final moon of the episode. Up here on top of this salt pile is a moon helpfully entitled Piled on the Salt. Wonderful. And with that, I think we will hold it here for the episode. Thank you very much for watching, and next episode I hope you'll join me for the final moons of the Luncheon Kingdom and moving on to the next kingdom. Thank you very much, and good day.